What's up, everyone? It is the Beast and Lil Beast. Zach, what's up, dude?
Nothing, not much.
Super Bowl LIV 54 is in the books. The Chiefs beat the 49ers 31-20. And Zachary, we got three things we got to break down.
Yep.
The game,
The commercials,
the commercials,
and the halftime show.
and the halftime show. Let's start with the football game.
Okay.
Your overall thoughts on the Chiefs' victory over the 49ers.
Well, to be honest, I thought it was a very entertaining game. The first half, I thought it'd be much more high scoring. I thought it'd be like somewhere, 21-10 or some 21 to
Tied at 10
17.
and a half, right?
Yeah, that was actually a pretty low scoring game.
Right.
It was pretty low for what I thought would have been because the offenses are pretty good.
I thought it was going to start out slowly as a game, and then I thought the Chiefs were going to pull away, which is kind of what happened. So, not that I'm an expert, but that's what kind of happened. Now, obviously both defenses were on fire early. Both quarterbacks made some mistakes, made some interceptions. Obviously, I thought that Mostert, the running back for San Francisco, was going to get going more than he did. But the running back that got going, and the guy I thought should have won the MVP, was the running back for the Chiefs, Damian Williams, former Miami Dolphins. Over 100 yards, a couple of touchdowns, one running, one receiving. I really thought he deserved the MVP, but they ended up giving it to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I voted for him. I definitely thought he would be MVP, but I guess what most people thought, was that Patrick Mahomes did enough in the final minutes to drive the Chiefs down for those 3 touchdowns at the end of the game to seal it. I think that's probably what people thought gave him the MVP. That's what I thought gave him the MVP.
Yeah, you wonder if in a situation like that, where because Patrick Mahomes is such a big name and he's everywhere, he's Mahomie, if the media or whoever votes on the MVP was just like, you know what, we'll give it to him. Yeah. He's the big name guy.
Yeah, most people probably don't even vote. And to be honest, people who do vote are probably Chiefs fans. And, Patrick Mahomes, he's the headliner for the Chiefs. He's the name for the Chiefs. He's the one person that every Chiefs fan can point to and say, that's the reason why we win. And that's probably why they gave it to him.
What do you think was the play of the game that was the most important play for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, I think the play of the game is the 44-yard catch by Tyreek Hill when Patrick Mahomes rolls out. He didn't have much pressure, and he launches the ball. Tyreek Hill, wide open, no one by him, which set up, I believe it was the second touchdown to give them a 24-20 lead.
Interesting. All right, I understand that. Now, at the end of the game, Damian Williams goes in for the score.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, including you, thought he should have just gone down.
Yeah, that was interesting because, I know, you're in the Super Bowl and you see there's no one ahead of you. You want to score that touchdown because you're in the Super Bowl and that's the game-sealing touchdown. But, on the other hand, if he had just gone down, which, I know they still ended up winning, but, you never want to risk anything, especially in the Super Bowl, the biggest game ever for a football player in their lifetime. You just probably should have gone down at the 1. And that would have just given the win to the Chiefs a lot quicker.
Now, obviously, look at his shirt. He's a Patriots fan. I'm a Patriots fan. Look at right above me, the Patriots stuff. The Patriots weren't in the Super Bowl, but that's kind of why we were rooting for the Chiefs, right, Zach?
Yeah, well, I was rooting for the Chiefs because I didn't want the 49ers to get that 6th Super Bowl.
That's right.
I just wanted to stay New England and Pittsburgh. I just didn't want any other team, especially from the NFC, to get 6 ring.
Do you feel good for Andy Reid for winning the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I definitely, I respect him a lot. He's definitely an NFL great, and I think he really just deserves that head coaching ring. I know he got one with the Packers, but I think he definitely deserves that ring as a head coach.
So the Chiefs beat the Niners 31-20, and we talked about the game, but there's so much else that goes into the Super Bowl, including the commercials, Zach.
Yes.
And it's almost like, especially in that first half, it was, it was 10-10, but the commercials were lit.
Yeah.
What was your favorite commercial of this Super Bowl, number 54 Super Bowl LIV, right here in Miami?
Well, my favorite Super Bowl commercial up until this Super Bowl was the commercial Puppy Monkey Baby for the beer. I don't know its brands, but it had a puppy and a monkey and a baby.
Yeah, that
was awesome.
That was memorable.
Awesome.
Yep, no doubt.
But right now, the Hyundai commercial with all of the Boston accents in it.
Not that you're biased.
Yeah, not gonna bias or anything, but it was awesome.
Smart Park. You talking about Smart Park?
It was great. They had automatic parking.
The
there.
clicker.
It was great, and they had a bunch of Boston greats in there.
And they mentioned a bunch of towns up in Massachusetts, including where my mom and my dad, your Grammy and Papa live.
Yeah.
Swampscott, what's up? Mentioned in the commercial.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, what up, Swampscott? So that was a pretty good commercial. You know what? We need to talk about the Tom Brady commercial.
Yeah.
All right, so Tom Brady, earlier in the week, tweets out this picture. We can't tell, is he coming or going into the field, off the field? We don't know what's happening. Everyone is speculating all sorts of rumors about Tom Brady's future. And as it turns out, it is a commercial for Hulu, where that picture is from, where he's basically saying, hey, the end of television is here. So get on Hulu, and I had about 400 heart attacks during the beginning of that commercial.
When he was introducing the commercial, I started to cry. To be honest, I just started to cry. My heart sank. I mean, I just lied down, and I was ready for the worst news ever. Like, the worst news that a New England fan could hear. But he said, it's the end of TV, so join Hulu. And that's what every New England fans wanted to hear.
Now, at the end of the commercial, he says, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
The question is
he staying with the Pats?
Right. Now, I'm not going anywhere. Does that mean, obviously, he's not retiring from the NFL?
Yeah.
But is he staying in New England? That's a good question.
Is he referring to anywhere as the NFL in a whole?
Right?
Or is it New England? That's the question that everyone wants to know.
Yep. And we actually did a pretty cool thing. We went and picked up our Super Bowl meal.
Yeah.
Got some wings, and then we flew down the street to a parking garage that's pretty high up, so that we could watch the flyover.
Which was actually pretty disappointing.
Well, it was disappointing because we didn't know what direction the planes were going to come from.
Yeah.
They actually went right by us, and had we known, we would have been able to get amazing video, but we thought they were coming the other way. But as it turns out, we got great view of the jets going over the stadium, and then we flew back home. But on our way over there, we heard Tom Brady on the pregame show with Jim Gray say, hey, you're going to find out what that picture's all about during the game.
In a commercial.
In a commercial, and I was like, oh my God, he's going to announce his retirement in the commercial. This is going to wicked suck. We still don't know.
Yeah.
We still don't know what's going to happen, though. Maybe he'll be, rumors about the Dolphins, the Raiders, the Titans. Who knows where Tom Brady's going to be, but he's going to play next year. He pretty much made that abundantly clear.
The interesting thing, while we were in the car, we were listening to his interview, and I don't know who was interviewing him.
Jim Gray.
Yeah, he asked Brady, he was like, there are reports that you were in Tennessee. Oh, you're going to the Titans now. You're in Miami. Oh, you must be going to the Dolphins. You're in Las Vegas. You must be going to the Raiders. The interesting thing about what Brady said next was that he said, I know I respect New England, they respect me, and there's mutual decisions between me and New England, and we have had some talks. I thought that was very interesting because I think the whole entire public was under the impression that New England and Brady had not talked yet, but it turns out they did, which means Brady could definitely have a decision made, but no one knows.
You're like a little Schefter.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the halftime show. It was 15 minutes of tuchus. I don't know if it was appropriate for you. Could you describe what I was doing during the halftime show?
Well, I don't know if you were drunk or not, but
That's great.
But
I was trying to Latin dance, wasn't I?
Yeah. He was he was Spanish dancing around the whole entire house, and it was
something.
It was not fun. It was not fun to watch.
What'd you think of Shakira and J-Lo on the halftime show, including J-Lo's 11-year-old daughter?
Well, to be honest, I think it's an instant classic because like
The tuchus, Zach, the tuchus. No. Okay.
I thought it was an instant classic
Okay.
because what I thought they would first have Shakira on and then J-Lo, but then at the end they all came together, including a bunch of kids who were like a choir, and it was so amazing to see that, and you could see like the special effects and everything with the lights going up and the fireworks and the whatever was going on there. It was
Tuchus.
It was so amazing.
Was it lit?
Yeah, it was most certainly lit.
It was very Miami.
Yeah,
it was very over
Miami.
the top.
There were two people who are also Latin who came and rapped for the two
That's true.
main stars.
Good job. Way to be.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Shakira got the guitar and the drums. She's musical. She's talented. I love J-Lo's daughter getting in there. That was pretty cool. And I love the fact... earmuffs for a second. So my former co-host, Leroy Horde, has infamously said that he wouldn't touch J-Lo with a 10-foot pole because she's been around, if you will. But, I mean... And Shakira's hips don't lie. But meanwhile, it was a great halftime show. I thought it was entertaining. I thought the game from the commercials to the halftime show to the second half of the game were really entertaining, Zach.
Yeah.
And we both wanted Kansas City to win. And you know what? I think that's about the score I would have said, 31-20.
I would have predicted it to be a little higher because the offenses are definitely explosive with Kansas City's passing game and the San Francisco 49ers running game. But, yeah, I mean, I think that's what most people expected, a close game until the end, and then eventually one team will pull away late in the fourth quarter because another team will make a mistake. And that's what happened. Because those teams are so evenly matched that it just had to come down to who made the first mistake.
For myself, the Beast, and Zachary London, Lil Beast, we appreciate you watching. Chiefs, your Super Bowl winners, 31-20 over the San Francisco 49ers. Super Bowl LIV 54 from Hard Rock Stadium right here in the MIA. For everybody in Zach's bedroom, which unfortunately has that Gator thing that's over there, but plenty of Patriot stuff. And there is some Kane stuff somewhere around here. You just can't see it in the video somewhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere? Any
there.
Kane stuff?
Yeah, there's one under the Gators thing.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it says
Wonderful.
Kane Watch.
You
Yeah.
son of a... All right, on that note, it's been a pleasure, everybody. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.